vote of 42 to 0, S602 receives a second reading and is ordered to third reading.
Today in the State House, the Senate unanimously voted to dissolve the commission that oversees the Department of Disabilities and Special Needs and reestablish it as part of the governor's cabinet.
It needs one more reading to pass in the Senate. That bill stems from an Oversight Committee's recommendation to do so after a year-and-a-half-long investigation.
Our investigative reporter Blair Sable has read through the entire document and joins us now to break down those findings.
And Blair, this has been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely. And Live 5 Investigates first reported that this audit was recommended in summer of 2021, and it's still not yet complete. This 46-page document is just part one of two. And in it, the Legislative Audit Council wrote that it found members of the commission had most likely violated South Carolina FOIA law multiple times, abused their positions of power, and had recently increased frivolous expenditures of taxpayer money. The LAC reports that even after receiving training, the commission continued to discuss public matters via email. Over a year-long period, 34 emails were identified as possible meetings where a quorum or all members were involved. The 7-person commission also blamed for micromanaging day-to-day functions of the department, overburdening staff and keeping them from getting their jobs done, including the commission-appointed directors. Now, the agency has lost 2 directors in the span of less than 2 years. One fired, sparking a wrongful termination lawsuit. The other resigned after just 1 year on the job. At least 3 commissioners were also accused of leveraging their position to get information and advocate for family members under the care of DDSN. And the commission is accused of significantly increasing its spending over the last 3 years. There you can see from $16,000 to more than $84,000 on travel costs, custom tablecloths, and monthly cell phone expenses. Commission members were also allowed to respond to the report individually. Chairman Stephanie Rawlinson and Vice Chair Barry Malfris refuted many of the conclusions of this report. Well, Rawlinson calls the accusations of failure to follow South Carolina FOIA law without merit and slanderous, and acknowledges that the commission could have been more supportive of DDSN staff, but that trust works in 2 ways. Meanwhile, Malfris, who represents the Tri-County area, says he never intentionally violated FOIA. He also wrote he stressed the LAC's failure to recognize the important, lasting reforms and accomplishments that the commission and DDSN staff work together to make. And 2 members, Commissioner Gary Coker and Eddie Miller, generally accept the findings, and Coker wrote that he believes the issues can be traced back to 2 or 3 other unnamed members, and he's asked for their resignations. The second part of this audit is expected to be released this summer. Blair Sable, Live 5 News.
Thank you, Blair. The state Senate will hear additional legislation inspired by this audit. That's tomorrow in Columbia.